Hey guys, and welcome back to the vlog. I'm just showing you my breakfast really quickly. I'm still eating these egg bites. I have like 3 or 4 of them a day for breakfast. A sweet potato and some turkey bacon. I took a long break off turkey bacon, but I'm liking it again. So I'm gonna start on this. I already started. I took off all of the, what is it called? Framing for the door. I'm doing an open pantry. I want to make this an accent wall. I'm going to be adding in some paneling here. I don't know about around the door. I think I'm just going to do a frame and not bring it all the way around the door. I don't know if I like that look. And then I'm also going to add in some paneling in that nook right to the left side. I don't know what I'm going to go with yet. I don't know if I want to do white or color, wood. We will see. I'm starting with the pink. And this is just a flat white paint, so I can go in with a color or whatever I want in here. I even considered wallpaper. I've never worked with it before, but it might be cute. I want it to be very girly. Like I said, this is going to be an accent wall where I'm going to go with some cooking content, so I want it to look very cute and reflect my personality. On my Instagram story, you already know I wanted to order wood covering for the shelf, heater canisters for my baking ingredients, and also under shelf lighting. It was between soft white, or I did a mixture of white and soft, and most people said soft white. I agree. And this spot is from our air fryer that used to be there, but I'm going to put paneling over it anyway, so I'm not going to. Right now I'm prepping the Korean chocolate, and this marinade is one of my favorites because it's really simple but flavorful. I'm using apple, onion, garlic, of course, sesame oil, soy sauce, mirin, a little bit of water, and a generous amount of black pepper. I like blending everything together so the flavors really soak into the meat evenly. And once it's all done, I'll let it sit in the fridge to marinate for a few. By the time my daughter woke up, I was already prepping lunch, so I made the staff bar is cooking. I had some chicken legs going with a Korean inspired marinade, which I ended up reducing into a glaze, and then I put together some simple fried rice for the kids and my friends. I have a separate reel for how I use chicken. It came out so good. I also went ahead and put together a little leftover meal prep for myself too. Nothing fancy, just making sure I eat along and get my meal. Next up, I made some cake from scratch. We just turned 10 and specifically asked for yellow frosting, so that's what we did. It started ending up looking like butter. This was actually my first time using proper cake decorating tools, and I've only been baking for a little over a year, so it's definitely not perfect, but it was made with love, and honestly, it tasted so good. I really don't even like cake, but frosting tasted like ice cream, which gave me an idea to make some ice cream, which I did towards the end of the video. And this was my 5th cake that I ever baked. I made one for my daughter's birthday during summer, a number cake for baby's birthday, and then now so we're just learning as we go, and that's kind of my favorite part. I couldn't find my measuring spoon, so I'm just using the half teaspoon. But as I've been baking for a little over a year now, like I said, I'm realizing not measuring vanilla extract just makes everything taste better. While the cake is coming together, I just remembered seeing a TikTok recently of a woman sharing Hobby Lobby as her main place to go for all her baking needs. I think I've been to Hobby Lobby like once, but I've been looking for a place that feels more dedicated to baking and kitchen supplies, where I can find like a variety of tools, pans, and little things I didn't even know I needed. And Hobby Lobby kind of surprised me. So Sultan and I are headed there later this week to get some stuff. I'll take you guys with us. I've also been leaning more and more into making things from scratch, not just baking, everything. It's becoming more than just a hobby for me. It's something I genuinely look forward to and enjoy. There's just something calming about like mixing, measuring, and being in my own little zone, especially during weeks where I'm resetting and trying to move a little slower. And that made me realize that I wanted to make the whole experience more enjoyable for myself. Like, if I'm going to be baking this much, I want to actually love the process. I love it now, not just the end result. So I've been more intentional about the tools I'm using and where I'm getting things from. When I first started buying kitchen stuff a long time ago, I did like teal everything because that was the vibe by then. But now I'm leaning more towards like baby colors like baby pink, blue, and yellow. I used the whisk attachment because I thought it would be easier than stirring it by hand because frosting gets really tough to stir after a while, but it just kept getting caught in the center, so I eventually just hand mixed it. Facebook decorating reels are definitely teaching me there's better ways to work with frosting, like warming it up and different recipes. I'm learning, you guys. I called Ruby in for backup, and then towards the end, Sultan came in and did some decorating also. Listen, I don't know what I'm doing. It's my first time using this spinny thing and these spatulas, and yeah, I don't even know what they're called, but I'm going with it. I'm just winging it and trying to do my best. I think it came out cute. And this is a tradition back when the kids were really little and I used to use the box cakes. They would bring me one of their little toys to put on it as a cake topper, and Emir brought me this Minecraft, I guess to match with this Minecraft shirt. He is all about Minecraft right now. And there's his candles lit. My boy is 10, y'all. All my kids are in double digits. Sultan added more decorations after we cut the cake, but I thought that was cute too, so I included a clip. Emir's birthday did fall on a weekday, so I brought cupcakes into his class and we're just spending time at home. After this, they went and put on the party lights and some music and danced and popped all his balloons, opened up his gifts, and then on the weekend we went to the trampoline park with their friends. I cooked up the short ribs from the day before that were marinating. These are my son's favorite. They came out so good. I'm just going ahead and putting up the leftovers. I'm browning butter for a double batch of chocolate chip cookies, one for Sultan's friends and one for home. These are so good. I've talked about them before. And then Sultan here is also making the brownie cookies, but not the Christmas version. We're gonna add M&Ms and chocolate chips. And those chocolate chip cookies have to sit in the fridge for at least a day. You can do it for like 30 minutes or an hour, but a full day always has it come out the best in my opinion. I'm also going to put some ice cream in the freezer to eat along with these cookies for tomorrow night. I came across this 4-ingredient no-churn ice cream recipe on TikTok, so I wanted to try it. It's just heavy whipping cream, vanilla extract, salt, and sweetened condensed milk. You can add in sugar too, but I didn't add any sugar and it was pretty sweet. And that's the texture that we're looking for, 6 peaks, and then just fold in the rest of the ingredients and set in the freezer for 5 hours, or in this case overnight. I usually make nice cream with the bananas, frozen bananas, but Ruby doesn't like bananas, and Sultan is okay with it sometimes, but she really doesn't like bananas either, so I hope they like this one. They have this Hershey's chocolate syrup that makes a shell on top of the ice cream. They can try that with it too, but I'm going to let you guys know how this turns out once it's frozen. Ice cream has always been my kid's favorite treat. I'm gonna see if I can make those waffle cones. Amir said he wants more vanilla, but he also likes confetti, so I might make a confetti flavor for him. Sultan wants chocolate, and also one with a strawberry puree in it. I'm gonna see if I can make mint chocolate chip, cookies and cream, girl, everything. And I don't even eat ice cream, by the way, maybe like a little teaspoon at a time. I just like doing things. So the ice cream is going to go in the freezer overnight, and Sultan is just finishing up her brownie cookies. She's making some for her friends. This is supposed to be a Christmas cookie, but she wanted to add in M&M's, no powdered sugar. We ended up adding some chocolate chips to this too, and then she did a drizzle. Sultan's getting really good at baking cookies as well. So we're balling all the cookies up and putting them on cookie sheets. I have some that I'm going to put in the freezer for us just as backup. And then we're going to package up the cookies for her friends and put on some stickers. I'm also trying out the ice cream. It came out so good, you guys. I'm going to leave the recipe in the description for you. Next time, I'm going to try chocolate. And Sultan said she also wanted to try a like strawberry puree in there. Sultan really wants to start baking on her own, especially because her friends always ask for hers. Even when I send extras, more people just keep on asking for them, so I told her why not make them for yourself and share them. She really liked that idea, so we went ahead and got some Ziplocs and some cute little stickers just for her to pass out at school. I love that little spark when she realizes she can do it on her own, and one day if she wants, she could totally have her own little cookie thing, and I'd be right there cheering her on because I love baking too. I really try to make sure I encourage and support everything my kids want to do, even little things like baking cookies, or even if she had like a bigger idea that she came up with, I want her to know I'm always in her corner. It's important to me that she feels confident choosing whatever sparks her excitement, no matter how big or small. I want her to know that she can try, fail, succeed, and always have me cheering her on the whole way. And it's honestly more important than anything else, seeing her believe in herself. I accidentally bought these tiny little wooden spoons on Amazon. I thought they were going to be much bigger than this. I thought they were like cooking size. So now we just use them for ice cream. I just need an ice cream scoop, really. This would have scooped so much prettier if I had an ice cream scoop. That is straight up ice cream consistency. I was so proud of myself. No ice cream machine needed. We'll definitely be making this again in a bunch of different flavors. This paired so well with our fresh baked goods, the chocolate chip cookies, and the brownie cookies. I stopped to have some lunch, just some leftovers, and now I'm gonna fold some laundry. I feel like these moments are actually a part of my healing journey too. It's kind of funny how something as ordinary as putting away clothes can feel like a step forward when I think about how far I've come. I'm feeling more comfortable being on camera now, just showing up as myself. This week I'm really focused on slowing down, planning, taking steps that feel manageable but meaningful. Even little things like how I organize my space or routines are a part of that process, and I want you to see how I do it, not just the end result, but the way I move through it step by step. I like that I can share my everyday moments and make them a part of a bigger picture of my journey. It's motivating for me, and I hope it inspires anyone watching to see that healing doesn't always have to be big and dramatic changes. It can be small, intentional things we do every day for ourselves. So yeah, this is just a simple moment, folding laundry, getting my life a little more in order, but it's actually exciting to me because it's a real step forward, and I can't wait to show you more of how I keep doing it, slowly but surely, and how it all comes together over time. And that is pretty much it for this video. I will see you guys later this week with another vlog. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you in the next one.